I know my wife cheated on me, but I haven't said a word because the guilt made her the best partner I've ever had.
Hey, welcome back to Story Glory. Here, I'll share submitted stories, Reddit posts, stories I find on the net, as well as a few of my own. If you like the story, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. In today's confession, we dive into the story of a husband who uncovers his wife's 3-year affair just 6 months in, but instead of confronting her, he chooses silence. But because her guilt transforms her into the partner he always wished she'd be. As the line between revenge and emotional manipulation blurs, the question becomes, is it love or control? Let's get into it.
I, 34M, found out my wife, 32F, was cheating on me, nearly 3 years ago now. The affair started a few months into her new job, where she suddenly began staying late and acting distant. I didn't think much of it at the time. Life gets busy. Stress happens. We were married, and I trusted her. 6 months in, I found out by complete accident. She had given me her old iPad to use since I don't use Apple products and mostly stick with Android. I figured it was wiped, but one night while I was using it to stream something, a text popped up, just a preview, just a glimpse. But it was enough. Out of curiosity, I tapped into the iMessages app, and it was like opening Pandora's box. I saw everything. I'm talking months of messages, flirting, sexting, plans to meet at hotels, even casual conversations about how he understood her in ways I never could. There were photos, voice notes, inside jokes, references to things she never shared with me. The worst part? It wasn't just about sex. It was emotional. She loved him, and she didn't seem to feel a shred of guilt about hiding it from me. I wanted to throw the iPad across the room. I wanted to scream at her, but I didn't. Instead, I shut down. I went cold, and I made a decision. I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. At first, I wanted to think of a way to get revenge. Something that would really hurt. Something that would give me the upper hand before I filed for divorce. I started looking into lawyers, even imagining the look on her face when I handed her the papers. But while I was sitting with that anger, something changed. She started changing. It wasn't sudden, but I noticed it. She became softer, more attentive, almost like she was trying to make up for something. And then it hit me. She felt guilty. She knew what she was doing was wrong. Maybe she thought I suspected something. Maybe she was just cracking under the weight of her own lies. Either way, she started doing everything I ever wanted her to do. Before, she acted like cooking and cleaning were beneath her. She'd make snide comments if I asked for help around the house. Now, she cooks with me. She plans meals. She cleans without being asked and even takes pride in it. I never thought I'd see her enjoy domestic life, and now she does it like she's grateful for the chance. She used to be mean during arguments, condescending, sarcastic, even outright disrespectful. She'd call me lazy, say I was emotionally immature, or that she felt like my mother instead of my wife. Now, she talks to me like I'm someone she respects. No more insults. No more eye rolls. Just actual effort to communicate. She buys me gifts. Random, thoughtful ones. Things I casually mention, like a rare action figure from a show I liked as a kid or a fishing lure I saw online once. She even started taking an interest in my hobbies. The woman who used to roll her eyes at anime now asks questions about the plot and watches full episodes with me. She comes with me to pro wrestling events and even local amateur matches. She goes on fishing trips with me and acts like it's a bonding experience instead of a chore. She laughs at my jokes. She touches me more. Initiates intimacy. Sends flirty texts like when we first started dating. For all intents and purposes, I'm living with a woman who seems obsessed with making me feel loved, valued, and seen. And she has no idea that I've known about the affair this whole time. She probably thinks she got away with it. Or maybe she thinks I was too dumb to notice. But I saw everything. Every lie. Every kiss emoji. Every plan to meet when I was working late. Every he doesn't deserve you. I read it all. And here's the part that messes me up the most. I don't want to confront her anymore. I don't want revenge. I like the version of her that guilt created. It's like I've been handed the perfect wife, but only because I'm holding onto the worst kind of leverage. I don't trust her. I don't admire her. But I enjoy how hard she's trying to earn back something she doesn't even know she lost. I've thought about what would happen if I exposed everything. Would she come clean? Cry? Apologize? Try to win me back even harder? Or would the illusion shatter, and she'd go back to being the cold, dismissive woman I lived with before? So I stay quiet. I let her guilt work in my favor. And even though it makes me feel twisted and weak, a part of me wonders if this hollow, manipulative equilibrium is better than blowing up the life we built. I don't know what that says about me, but I can't stop.
Here are the top comments. User Truth Hurts 87 says, honestly, this is next level emotional manipulation. You're not wrong for staying silent, but don't lie to yourself. It's not love anymore, it's control. And one day it might blow up. User Hidden User 04 says, this is diabolical, and somehow I don't even hate it. Watching her twist in guilt and turn into your dream wife? That's revenge without ever lifting a finger. Dove23 says, everyone's talking about her guilt, but I'm more impressed by how calculated you are. That's either genius or dangerous. User Throw RA Hindsight says, I think the real confession here isn't that she cheated, it's that you enjoy being loved through her shame. That's deep and kinda sad. Now for the update.
It's been 3 months since I shared my story here. If you missed it, I, 34M, discovered my wife, 32F, was having a 3-year affair. I found out about it just 6 months in, thanks to her old iPad still being connected to her iMessage account. And I never confronted her. I stayed silent because her guilt made her the partner I always wanted. That all changed last month. Out of nowhere, she broke down after dinner. She sat me down, shaking, crying, and admitted she had been cheating on me for the past 3 years. She said the affair had ended just a month ago. She had finally cut it off because she couldn't keep living the lie. She said it was eating her alive. She thought I was going to scream, leave, divorce her on the spot. But I didn't. I told her I already knew. I explained everything, that I saw the messages, the photos, the hotel bookings, that I had known almost the entire time. I told her I didn't say anything because I wanted revenge at first. And then I stayed quiet because her guilt had made her into a version of a wife I was scared to lose. We both sat there in silence for a while. Then we talked. And we really talked. For hours, we admitted things we had both buried. She admitted she had started the affair during a time she felt completely alone. I admitted I didn't stay out of strength. I stayed because I liked the control. She said she hated who she became. I said I hated who I let her become. We didn't scream. We didn't blame. We just laid everything out. We were both angry at each other, at ourselves, at what our marriage had turned into. We realized we weren't really a couple anymore. We were two people playing roles out of guilt and fear. But here's the thing. Neither of us wanted to leave. We started couples therapy 2 weeks ago. It's been painful, raw, honest. But for the first time in years, it feels real. No lies. No guilt games. No pretending. We don't know if we'll make it. We don't know if love is enough to rebuild what we let fall apart. But we're finally facing the wreckage together.
What would you do if you found out your partner was cheating, but treating you better than ever afterward? Is silence a strategy or a trap? Let us know your take in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Story Glory, where every story leaves a mark. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tales that captivate, inspire, or just make you think. Got a story suggestion or something to share? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, keep the stories alive.